So
yes, just no worries.
So you're refusing. You're refusing for what reason?
We've been instructed. Well, sorry, I'll rephrase that. The brewery has been instructed by the local authority not to admit it to travellers.
Have we been bad?
I've never come across you myself.
No. So yes.
Unfortunately,
So
like
my father-in-law there, 70 years of age, and there's me, and we've been refused by who? Marsden, is it?
It is.
Yes. So you've had an incident here a few weeks ago?
They have, yes.
Was we involved in that incident? Was we even here?
I wasn't on duty that night, so I couldn't say yes.
Is a manager to explain? Because we eat here, and we've drunk here, and we've never been involved in an incident.
Guys, I get it. I do appreciate what you're saying.
Yes.
It's like you say, you can't tarnish everyone with the same brush, but unfortunately...
So if say for instance, say a group of black people coming here and got bad, is all blacks bad?
Like I say, mate, it's not down to me.
I understand, so it's down to Marsden, so they're being racist. Is that correct?
I'm only answering on what I've been told.
I understand. So if some Asians...
We've never had a drink with sober people.
So if... I'm not clear. So if some Asians come in here and cause a problem, Asians...
If it came from them and they said the same thing...
So I'm not going to clear the video, you see. So if Asians come in here...
It's not that bad.
And made... I understand that. If Asians come in here... and made a problem, is all Asians bad then, yes?
If it came from them, mate, I'd have to enforce it.
Right. So basically, as long as we know, right? Thank you very much, gentlemen. No, nice to know.
Wow. This was from the Instagram of the Gypsy King, as he explained a few months ago that to this day, travelers, okay, gypsies, are not allowed in certain bars. And it was a couple gypsy men, travelers, trying to get into a particular establishment, and they were turned away, stating that they weren't allowed in there. Okay. And it was enforced by the brewery, okay, that they couldn't come in. And the traveler did bring up some good points. It was like, okay, well, what if some blacks came in? What if some black people came in? You know, or what if some Asians came in? Are you going to enforce that on them because they're not? And, you know, he really didn't answer the question. He was just like, look, if it states it there, that means I have to enforce it, you know. And it just shows you that we still have a long way to go as people, regardless of where you're at. If there's a group of people discriminated against, that's what it is. You know, and Tyson Fury has every right to bring this up because of the type of people you are. See, this isn't even skin color. This has a lot to do with your culture. So that's like saying, yo, your culture is not, because you're a part of a culture, you can't come in this establishment. Okay, that's based off stereotypes. That's based off things that happened before. I don't know the history between Irish travelers or gypsies in bars. Okay, now I heard certain things from certain people, what they would do in certain bars, but to inflict a certain law based on something that either happened a while ago, right, with a group of people with generations, but that just don't even go out no more, or passed on to the current generation of people. And the question I think about is, how do you even know that someone's an Irish traveler or not? Maybe their clothes or whatnot, or the way they talk, you know, because I'm not really sure on how do they decipher it. Hey, that's a gypsy, that's an Irish traveler, therefore you can't come in here. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, but again, I'm glad that Tyson Fury brought it to the forefront, because a lot of people are very keen on joining certain movements, okay? But then other movements they let kind of fall through the cracks, fall by the wayside. So all discrimination needs to be addressed, okay? And I'm glad that Tyson Fury addressed it. Of course he would, because he's a gypsy. So why wouldn't he? You know, so he's just shining the light on something that a lot of people really don't think about or take for granted, and it's really not that popular, because if it was, people would be, of course, protesting about that particular issue. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury's post of these travelers and gypsies being discriminated. Should they be allowed to go into bars? Tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.